back to the Sidetrack'd podcast.
Oh my god. What are you talking about? We're really about to do this all over again.
Welcome back to Sidetrack'd. I'm your host, Mary Jo Jessica, and I am here with Amanda today.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
So we are going to talk about the drama because, as you know, we're Black women. We have to support Zendaya. Like,
Of course.
we have
We
to.
love our queen.
You watched it before me when it first originally came out.
I did.
Do you want to talk about your thoughts about the movie first?
Yeah, so I do like to watch movies when they first come out because I will find a spoiler, and I don't like a spoiler, but I'm also nosy, so.
Yeah.
So I saw some people talking about it on Twitter, but then so we met in an acting class, and I think our teacher was talking about it, and people were like, "Oh, I know the twist,"
Yeah.
but I didn't know. Like I could tell from the marketing that it wasn't a rom-com in the traditional sense. I knew something was off about it. It's also A24, so
Yeah.
But anyway, they said the twist, and I said, "Oh, I have to go see that now because it will get ruined for me."
Yeah.
Not the twist I was expecting. It was a crazy twist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and because it was like, because I was thinking like, what could the twist be? Because like I don't really know what the movie's about. Like even sometimes reading summaries gives too much away.
Yeah.
And I think the way that they inserted the twist was good because it wasn't. I sort of was expecting like a switch.
Yeah.
And everything, just the whole plot changes, but it was so gradual that I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like this is what people were talking about.
Yeah.
But overall, great movie. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the movie. I loved talking about it.
Yeah. And I think obviously it's on like a darker note or whatever, but I think it had its funny moments. It had its like lighthearted, lovely moments. Like it was a good, well-rounded movie. I liked it.
I would agree.
I enjoyed it. My only because I watched the drama last week, but my only issue is when it first came out and everyone was talking about it, like I was trying to stay away from discourse as much as possible. For one, I just don't want to be influenced by other people, but for two, I didn't want to get spoilers. But
Sure.
the way that they were talking, or like I had originally seen an ad for it, which is why I didn't like people who were getting online being all like, "Oh, I thought this was supposed to be a lovely movie," and I was like, none of the trailers I saw gave that.
It literally didn't give.
Like,
and I saw someone tweeted that, and I was like, "Yeah, y'all weren't using your eyes,
Like-
because it was clear we weren't getting like."
right? Like I know that there's a wedding involved,
Like,
but like
right. But
not.
there's something dark about it. And
Yeah.
you could tell from the way that the posters and stuff.
Yeah, but like,
And also, I think, because I saw some clips from Robert Pattinson and Zendaya's press tour.
yeah,
And there was no, like, romantic... I mean,
Yeah.
Zendaya's married.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl. But there wasn't that sort of, like, over...
yeah, they're not trying to play it up like, oh, picture these guys in
Yes,
love.
Exactly.
Like,
so that also made me think, okay, something...
right,
here,
like,
yeah.
no, but going into it, like, I had seen a trailer where it was, like, them sharing a bunch of information, and then they cut out whatever Zendaya says, and then they all, like, they showed the reactions to it or something like that.
Oh,
So then
that's clever.
I saw that, and I was like, well, I want to know what she said. Like, I want to know what
Yeah.
made them look at her like she's insane.
Right.
And I'm not going to hold you. Like, when they were going in their, like, little circle going through... Wait, before I say this.
Yeah.
That Rachel? The white girl?
We
Oh!
can't even start on Rachel because she's on the hit list.
Like, she irked me so bad because why is your husband telling you that, one, we agreed to do something before we got married and that we were never going to tell anyone again, and you're over here sitting, pestering him, begging him to tell a secret that he does not... Oh, that got me tight.
She literally, from the moment she was on the screen, was the worst character. Like she's so insufferable.
The entire time, not once was I all like, yeah, I like this person. No, nothing she does throughout the entire movie. I'm like, oh, get off my screen.
Right, and this will probably come up, but she was racist, and we be knowing that the black men be marrying the white women who are low-key racist.
Thank you, because I'm looking at
I'm
it.
glad they included that, which is interesting. This is a segue, and just bring me back if I need to, because we're going to talk about the whole race thing. And a lot of people, a big critique is that they didn't get into her being a black woman as much. And maybe the director didn't have the capacity to do that, but he had the capacity to write these two characters.
Yeah.
So he knew something. I don't know.
And like the dynamic of like it being a black woman and a white man and a white woman and a black man, like I highly doubt that was unintentional.
Right.
When looking for it, like we've talked before about how Zendaya typically goes for roles that are not meant for black women.
Yes.
To like
Space.
reparations.
Half of her is giving those reparations.
Like, but I do think it does play into like the whole dynamic of that friend group, because I found that weird entirely.
Yeah, that was strange.
Because like I understand like she was like kind of outcasted, but then they brought it back. Like she did get friends eventually through like activism or whatever. So it was a little bit strange that she had zero friends after that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is strange, and I wonder what that meant for the movie. Because like you're saying, like, yeah, she was an outcast, but then
she kind of like
came back,
got reintroduced into society. But for her making all that stuff, like pestering her husband to do that, which I just like didn't like, and then after he told his secret, which one I didn't think was that bad, I was like,
right, wait,
okay.
Cut this
He
out.
like used his ex-girlfriend as like a human shield against like a dog, which like bad, but she didn't die or anything,
right? And that kind of just shows his character
Yeah.
the rest of the movie.
Yeah, like he's gonna do what he needs to do, but
he's a bitch.
Yeah,
to put
like
it plainly.
yeah.
And I agree. I don't think it was that bad. I mean,
Like, am I staying with that man? Absolutely not.
if my friend is with a man like that, I'm cussing you out.
Like,
you're done.
Like,
But compared to some of these other things people were doing,
because they went in the circle that they went in, and then Rachel goes next. In my opinion, Rachel's story was way worse.
it was so bad. That's like literally
Like, I
abuse.
literally wanted to throw up listening to her talk about it. I was like, and she was like
She
giggling.
laughed. No, that actually pissed me off.
No, it got me so tight.
And then she also didn't want to share. I was like, open your mouth and share right now.
Because
you're doing too much.
No, I need to hear what you did. And then it was horrible.
So for good reason, she didn't want to share, but preach. Oh, anyway, she's
Ooh.
a hypocrite.
That got me tight
It was-
because
what are you doing?
like in the
That is
audacity.
so sad too. Like to think about that little kid. Oh, and then she just like she took it as a joke. Like I understand she thought it was bad, but she also was like.
But like, I would understand if you were in the position of her when she was 12 and thinking, "Oh my God, it's so funny that I almost like this happened."
Right.
You are 30, reminiscing on something that happened when you were 12, giggling about it. Mind you, that kid
is traumatized.
like so scared that he couldn't even tell people that you did that to him.
The police were called.
And you lied. You lied. Like that's basically attempted murder. Like get her.
True.
And that's what got me tight.
Are they all guilty of the same thing?
That's what got me tight, because everybody kept on saying call the police, and I was like, for something that happened
For
15
what?
years ago?
No, literally, what are they gonna do?
Like, if we're calling the police on anyone, call the police on Rachel.
Rachel's ass.
Like, oh my God, that got me so tight, because I was like,
she needs to be on a watch list.
truly, but like, also, what do you mean call the police? What are they gonna do now?
And that was my thing. I was like, okay, I get you're scared because you're just finding out this information, but like, let's use our brains. Also, white women calling the police, we know about them.
Like,
they do that, and it's like the fact that your mind jumped straight there.
Like,
you didn't want to be a friend to Emma. You didn't want to talk about it. You're pro.
Mind you,
whatever.
she was 15. That was 15 years ago, and you're thinking that nothing after that point matters? Like, I get it if she had those thoughts again, and yes, you probably don't trust her because you're sitting here, but like also Rachel and her husband, I don't even remember his name, but they don't even know her for real.
They don't.
So that had nothing to do with me, but it was more like her fiance questioning her, and like,
he was like spiraling.
Yeah, and I'm like,
although that sequence was funny, like the knife thing.
Yeah. Like, I'm literally sitting here and I'm like, or with when he's like taking pictures and then the little girl just starts popping up and I'm like,
that cracked me the fuck up.
Like,
she was just standing there just like,
yeah, and he's like dead scared of a 15-year-old version of his like fiance, like, please
Oh,
don't.
that was comedy.
No.
And the movie was really funny.
Yeah.
Some people, well, in my theater, people were laughing. My friend saw it. She said no one wanted to laugh.
Yeah.
In the wrong theater because we were cracking the
Right, like that was the same thing. Sorry to like veer off, but that was the same thing with like people's reaction to Obsession. And I'm like, I don't think that dark topics need to necessarily be dark the whole time. You're allowed to laugh at certain parts.
Right.
There's certain parts where you probably shouldn't laugh.
Right.
Obviously, but like, I don't know, if you're like not like on the spectrum, you should probably be able to figure it out.
Right.
Like,
right. And if you are, you know,
Yeah,
go ahead and
like-
laugh.
But like,
Because, well, that's the thing. It's like, and I was thinking about this on the way here. It's like, well, at what point is it unfunny? Because it's like, I've always had this issue with stand-up comedians, men. They were mostly men.
yeah.
We have more women. But they would always make jokes about, like, race or gender, and they would always obviously be in the negative,
Yeah.
misogynistic, racist jokes, and I would never find it funny because I'm like, what? Like, who are you to make this joke?
Yeah.
And so I feel like these sorts of dark movies or dark humor, it's like, okay, we can laugh at it, but when the white man next to me with those nerd glasses are laughing, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, like what are you laughing
Why are
at?
you laughing?
Like, are we laughing at the same thing?
Right, exactly.
Like,
Like, do you understand what the humor actually is?
yeah,
Yes. And
like,
I think Zendaya being black, like, that was prominent because I do think low-key if Zendaya was not in this movie, the reactions would be so different, but also like,
yeah,
I don't know that it would be funny. Like, I wouldn't be sitting here laughing.
yeah, because
Because
that was also a thing that was brought up within the movie where it was all like younger version of herself was all like, actually it's not true. There's been a handful of like shooters by women, and it's all like, yeah, but we know
why'd you
who's
say
doing
that?
it,
Right.
Like,
right. Let's not try and frame us now.
yeah, like we all know the reaction when we hear like a mass shooting has happened or a school shooting has happened, and like people are all like, oh, what's it gonna come out as? Because
Exactly.
like we know the typical suspects.
Yes, the usual suspects. And I thought about, because another question I feel like is if, like I said, if Zendaya's character was white or if it was a white man,
Yes.
okay, I think the movie would have taken such a different turn, obviously.
Yeah.
But what would the reaction be? Like, I guess, like, are people being harsh about the movie? Some people are just like, it's a really serious topic. Like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be, like, making a joke or making light of this.
Yeah.
I guess mass shootings are such a huge thing in this country.
Yeah.
And they're very tragic. And obviously everyone relates to not wanting to be shot. So I just wonder if there was this in this movie, I guess, plot, if it happened to be a white man instead of Zendaya, would the reaction from the characters, such as Rachel and her husband, mostly Rachel, I would say, and Charlie, would they have been the same? Because they were really harsh on her and they were really judging her and they had done bad things as well. But part of me, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but part of me does feel like even if it was, because they are the usual suspects, even if it was a white man, I think they would have been just as harsh.
Yes. My thing to that is like, because I wrote down some things, but I was thinking just in general, like, roles reversed. Okay. If I was like in that situation, because I was like more viewing it as I'm with Zendaya and Zendaya tells me this, right? But if it was to be a white man who I was with, and like, I think that like the movie tries to hit home that she was ugly before and she was an outcast and now she's like, she doesn't look like that version of herself or whatever. So like, attractive white man tells me this information. I am going to be skeptical and I am going to like take it back, not because like, because like I feel like her fiance and her have history, so there's like stuff there. Like it wasn't based entirely on lies, despite him wanting to like believe that.
Right.
But like I think for me, being a woman in that situation, that's way more terrifying in that situation, especially if I'm a black woman dating a white man.
A white man, yeah.
Like I'm
getting out of that relationship.
Yeah, like that's
true.
A little bit too Ted Bundy, like.
Right, like I'm next.
Yeah, like that is what would go through my mind, but I don't know if the same would be if I was like with a black woman. Like I don't think, because like I know
that's a good point.
They didn't touch on like race in the movie, but like I know from like my experience growing up,
Right.
like I'm considered like an outcast, like
Yeah.
because I'm not like some skinny white girl.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so like I don't know, like I could understand where she was coming from when she was talking about it, and she was like, well, I wasn't pretty and this, that, and the third, and I was
Right.
like, well, yeah, but she
Right.
never actually did it. Like, and I think that she really, like, I think that the movie really, or something that might have been missed is that, like, realistically, if she had people around her, like, when that guy reached out to her and was all like, we should do something,
Yeah.
she changed her ways.
Right.
Like, she
She
just
did,
didn't
yeah.
have anyone around her. Like, it was just antisocial behavior.
Right.
And if we
To the
keep on,
extreme.
like, treating it like, oh my God, I can't believe she thought this. But, like, realistically, and they say it in the movie, but, like, there's so many people in the world. Do you think none of them,
I thought about doing it.
like, they've just never carried it out? But, like,
Right.
there's, like, people have intrusive thoughts, number one. But, like,
Right.
also, like, people are sad. People are really
They
sad.
are.
Like,
Usually they don't take it out on everyone.
yes. I will
But-
say that.
And I think that's also my thing is like, it's almost like we just don't want to know. Like,
Yes.
I think as someone who has been in a lot of long-term relationships, when I was much younger, okay, I'm not that old. So when I was dating people in high school, like, you know, sort of just like puppy love, like you want to know everything about them.
Yeah.
It's like, tell me everything. I don't actually want to know all of your thoughts because thoughts are private,
Yeah.
first of all. And B, if someone revealed that to me, I can't sit here and say,
Yeah.
I'm staying with you. Because I think about it like this. Sort of. Let's walk through it. A lot of young kids around Emma's age have suicidal thoughts. If someone, and a lot of them thankfully don't carry out,
Yeah.
don't follow through with that. But if you find that out about someone, you might wonder whether those thoughts are still
There.
there. And you would be worried. And
Yeah.
and not, obviously you wouldn't be angry, but you would be more like, okay, how am I
On
supporting?
edge. Yeah.
How am I I'm on edge, how am I supporting? Whether it's a significant other or your kid or your sibling or whatever, like
Yeah.
that is a big deal and it's scary. So I think in this sense where now it's, okay, she's now revealed this thing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'd rather not know because it's now essentially I have to choose, like, you've essentially reformed. That I think that's also a big topic. Is like,
Yeah.
did Emma truly reform? And you said, like she found community. Did she reform or did she just start having friends? Because she just kind of like was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing it anymore, which shows sort of that like
Yeah.
childlike innocence about it. But at the same time, it's like, was she truly like a gun activist or was it she just got pulled into it?
I think she like more had like a calling to it. Like I feel like I can relate to her in the sense that like when I was younger and like I saw it like specifically not like school shooter stuff, but like when like I would see like a baddie on Instagram with like a pink gun, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Me personally, never. No.
Right.
Because like I'm scared of guns. But like I understand when she was all like, oh, I just like the aesthetic. Like when you're younger,
True.
like you kind of just latch on to things and you're all like, ooh, I want to be cool and this is like kind of a cool thing and people are scared of school shooters. So if
Right.
she's like getting bullied and pushed around, like
Yeah.
she would want people to be scared of her. Like
That's a good point.
like-
yeah, to interpret it as something like
and like her brain wasn't fully developed.
right,
Like
she almost like she wasn't being serious. Well, we hope. But also how a lot of young people can sometimes be like, I'm going to kill myself for
Yeah.
maybe attention, and maybe there is some actual,
validity to that, but like
right. But there are some kids who they are neglected. Whatever is going
Yeah.
on, like that's their way of like projecting that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think me personally, I definitely would still like figure out a way to see, because even if she never came out with that information, it could still happen. I
And
mean, she could
even
still do
with-
something crazy.
like school shooters, like real school shooters, it's like yes, like obviously what they did is horrible, but it's also like part of society has to take accountability for what they've done.
Right.
Like that doesn't just happen. Like that's not a normal thought to have or carry out.
Yeah.
Like that is like we're not trying to like say that.
Yeah.
It's literally not normal. But it overwhelmingly happens in America to us, the same group of people, and you have to wonder like
What's
how a society like you can't just blame the individual,
Right.
especially because they're kids.
Right.
Like you can't sit here and be like, oh, kids' lives were lost, but it's all like kids are also carrying this out. Like you have to care about the community as a whole,
True.
or else like
True, and I think as you're saying that, it also makes me think, because you said there's a certain demographic of people who are carrying out these crimes. And Zendaya's character, Emma, is black. And it almost just makes me think, like, I just feel like black women in society are so empathetic and are expected to be, even if maybe you don't feel that way. And it's the whole, like, I don't know if you remember this thing that went around maybe on TikTok that was like, I told my kids, some white woman.
Yes,
if you're
I do remember
lost
this
in public,
yeah.
go find a black woman. And we were all like,
what?
And so, like, I think there is sort of that expectation from black women. And I just think about Emma's character, how it was so easy for her to literally be like, you know what, never mind, this is crazy, or like, I just don't care about this. Whereas it's almost the identity of some of these young white kids, because, like, Emma was relentlessly bullied, and so many people are bullied, and they don't carry out these mass shootings. And so, like, I think to your point about, like, we need to care about society as a whole and deal with that issue, especially on that level, because, like, young boys, because it's like, women, it's the whole, like, women get their heart broken too. We don't then, like, terrorize every single man we're with after that,
or like murder them.
No, literally, or like have arrested development for the rest of our lives. So it's something, you know, with men that needs to be addressed, but we don't raise, as we know, we don't raise boys to be men. We just let them do whatever the hell they want. And that's, so I don't know, I just thought that was an interesting, like, maybe her being black was the whole, like, she was smart enough to be like, and
maybe it softens the blow a little bit. I mean, there's something to be said about, like, a group like white men, how they're, like, basically protected, like, this society should work for them, and how you're seeing a big majority of them unhappy, like that. There's a disconnect here.
There's a huge disconnect,
like,
and
this society is built for these people, and they're feeling like shit,
right? Right, and then take it out on society.
Like, I can't see that as anything other than, like, we need to target the root cause. Like, and what does that look like? What do you think? Literally just being in community. I feel like there's too much of, like, especially in America, like, there's a lot of individualistic, like, I do for myself and no one else. Whereas, like, you see it in other cultures where it's, like, a big, like, family aspect. Like, the thing about, like, the woman being all like, oh, I tell her to look for a black woman, but, like, realistically, like,
we look out for.
We do.
Everyone.
Like, not that you should be doing that. Don't go sending your kids to me. But, like, but if I see a kid alone,
I'm probably going to stop and help them.
Yeah, and the same cannot be said for every single group of people.
Absolutely not.
Like,
especially towards black kids. They'd be calling the police on them. So
like, and that also irritates me, because it's all like, we're not, like, allotted the same grace that, like, white children would get. And I saw a TikTok earlier today, and it was this little white girl, and she was dressed like a millennial, right? And then I go to the comments, and everyone's all like, can I borrow her style, like, blah 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 blah. But I feel like if a black girl was online dressed older than her age, people would be
in the comments,
like, they'd be all like, why can't kids just be kids? Oh, she's this, she's that. And it's all like, you're talking about a child, number one. Number two, their clothes.
Right. I hate when people talk about kids on the internet, like the whole Northwest thing. I'm like, leave that girl alone. She was like 10 years old. Yeah. She doesn't even know what you guys are talking about.
And it's like, that is racism. Like, point blank period. The way they talk about her and Penelope. Penelope, not to talk, but she's one of the rudest Kardashians.
Period.
Like,
I haven't seen videos of them, but I know.
And, like, the way that North gets talked about, it's you'd think she's, like, doing drugs. And I'm like, what?
She's shooting up schools.
Like,
and she might be next. Just kidding.
Like, no, but, like, deadass, like, I'm genuinely sitting here and I'm like, girls posing with her friends on TikTok, a children's app, mind you.
Right.
And y'all
Which is
are up in arms.
monitored by her mother. Yeah.
And, like, like, the way that they, like, police that little girl just because of her mother, and it's all like, I'm not saying Kim's a saint.
Right.
But
she's not, North is not her, and she's not her dad either.
But, like, also there's way worse people on earth than Kim Kardashian.
Thank you. I'm actually tired of hearing. Okay, well, hold on. Because I know they're like Chris.
They have problems.
They have their problems. They're gonna find the spotlight, and they're gonna find a deal.
But, like, when your president is Trump, like, I really
like,
just...
we're focusing attention, and it's misogyny.
Like, I can't... It's literally what it is. Like, I'm literally looking at it, and I'm like, I can't take you guys seriously when you do think pieces on Kim Kardashian.
Right.
Like,
and it's like, we got her famous. Like you think she just spawned out of nowhere? Like no, like she's continuing to be this person you don't like because you are talking about her.
And like, I'm not her biggest fan or anything. I don't follow her. Like, she has done some racist weird shit in the past. Don't get me wrong, but like,
let's focus our efforts on people who are actually ruining lives and the country,
like,
in the world.
Kim Kardashian is not my biggest op.
The girl's trying to go to law school. Like she's trying to fight for good.
Like, I can't get, like, ooh, it just makes me mad because, like, focusing on such little things and making these, like, weird little discourses where it's like, none of this really matters.
It doesn't matter.
Like, there are bigger issues to get at, and you guys are picking, like, oh my god, North has finger piercings. Like, I
no,
can't, like,
and I was talking to my friend about this. People do a lot of think pieces on TikTok. So I've deleted TikTok and Instagram because I need to lock in.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had a lot of time to reflect because I'm a social media warrior. Like I grew up on the internet, so I know all the trends. I knew because it's been gone for like a month now, so I feel left out. But it has given me time to reflect, and I think so people make a lot of think pieces on TikTok because they can, and it's their account, and they can do whatever the hell they want. No judgment to you. But I'm like, what if we just poured this energy into topics that mattered and maybe wrote a thesis paper about it?
Yeah.
Got it published by a school? Because it's like people make think pieces and then they get canceled because they said the wrong thing. And it's like, well, if you
took a second,
if you edited the content a little bit, but then it's like you're getting reactions from people, all sorts of people. Yeah. Whereas if you actually, because these people are smart, like if you actually like did something good with this, you would sort of weed out the ignorant people who don't know what you're talking about in the first place and just have a wider audience. Anyway, all that to say, gun violence is an important topic.
Yes.
I feel like we've stopped talking about it as a country. There's a lot going on, though.
I will say that just over the years, it's gotten a little bit, like, buried. Like, I will say in the last... He's only been president for a year and a half. I can't even... like,
it feels genuinely like 10 years.
No, because I was literally about to say the last 5 years, but he hasn't even...
So sad. I mean, it did start in 2016.
Yeah. No, but, oh my god. No, but, like... One, I'm being bombarded by, like, the most graphic shit, like, in terms of news and media and shit going on in this country. But, like, just in general, from, like, when my first school shooting was, which was, 2013 with Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook, yeah.
It's just, you become numb to it. Because even before Sandy Hook, we're doing lockdown drills, like, consistently.
Right, and I'm thinking, why are we having a lockdown?
Like...
Just to find out when Sandy Hook happened.
Yeah, and it's, like...
And that was close to us, so it was more like...
It was like, what the fuck?
And it was the same year as the marathon bombing.
Yeah, that was a rough year for...
Boston was just...
Boston?
Yeah, we were down.
No, we never been worse. No, but like...
New England, yeah.
No, but like since then, we've just been like kind of going through the motions, and then like every year it feels like more and more is happening, and you're hearing about it less because realistically it's not abnormal. Like I remember in 2013 when that happened, I was like genuinely shocked because why would you ever?
Right.
And that was a grown man, so it was also like terrifying at the time. It was like, what the fuck? Why would a grown man want to like
shoot kids?
Like that.
People are supposed to protect us.
Yeah. So like that was like, it just boggled my mind. But then like as you go on, you're hearing all these stories, and then like I learned about Columbine shooting like back like in middle school, and then it's all like shit. And like that's the thing that Rachel's Challenge and like that whole thing like is supposed to teach you to be nicer to people. And like I kind of hate the fact that like people like, I don't know, like bullying was bad back then. Like I don't like.
I mean, they literally had to like do anti-bullying programs in public school.
Like,
and it's crazy because I remember being in like kindergarten and like that was such a big thing. And then now, you know, when I got to like high school, middle school, like it wasn't as, but it was so effective.
No,
people stopped. I mean, like people were getting thrown in dumpsters. Like
no, people were literally getting like assaulted.
Literally, like, just like. Those movies from like the 80s, I think that was realistic.
No, and it was, and I'm terrified. Like, what was it, Karate Kid? Yeah. Like he gets like beat up by them when he's alone, and that was terrifying for me growing up. Like I was like,
that can't happen to me.
What the frick?
Yeah.
But like I hate when people try to like play, like, and I will say that social media brings down this wall of like, oh, I'm actually being mean to people, which is why the cyberbullying thing came into play. But I genuinely hate when I hear someone be all like, oh my God, people, like, they'll see like an old nostalgic video of like high school in the 90s and be like, people were so much nicer back then. And I was like, no, they fucking weren't. Those are all the popular kids. They're all friends. Like, that's a video you're watching. But there's someone sitting in a corner who was just pushed down a flight of stairs because they don't fit the aesthetic. Like, don't piss me off. Like, oh my God.
It's so funny.
Like, I can't do this. Like, guys,
Like,
we
the
are
white kids are saying the N-word in the hallway with the hard R.
like, and like meaning that shit.
Right? Like, they want you to.
Like, they're not rapping in no song. They want you to feel that shit. Like,
really.
I need y'all to, like, because, like, I will say it's getting better, but we have ways to go. Like,
We do.
like,
I think there's more. It's sort of like gone to a degree of like bullying people into accepting people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not cool to be homophobic and racist and misogynist.
not cool guys, not
anymore.
cool kids.
So if you are, you're getting relentlessly bullied on.
Yeah,
Like, that's cancel culture to a T.
yeah, and
Is it
like
effective? Sometimes.
sometimes I will say that. Do I think cancel culture is a big fat mask for being just like a bully? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that people love to hate, and they're like missing that sense of hating.
Right.
So,
like, they need an outlet.
yeah.
And do they actually care? Probably not.
No.
But you know what? That era of like 2020, people are getting canceled for doing like mouthing the N-word on TikTok. I said, you know what? Wrap it up.
Yeah, like I'm.
For the culture, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Like, me and my, like, childhood friend, we're always talking about this, but, like, there's certain things, like, growing up that we had to deal with that, like, genuinely changed how we felt about ourselves, was racist. But, like, the only way you're gonna get anyone to pay attention, or the things that they were really, like, being like, oh my God, I can't believe you're affected by this, is, like, someone literally saying the N-word. Like, that's the only way they think racism exists. Like,
Right.
they, like... Unless it was something, like, blatant like that, you're not getting, like... I wouldn't say recognition, it's not the right word, but, like, people are all like, oh, racism just doesn't exist.
Right.
Like, and that's just not how we felt growing up. Like...
At all. Right. And I do and I just made a joke about the whole 2020 cancel culture. Like, 2020 was such a funny time, but at the same time, it was like, I was glad that those kids were getting canceled, because it was like, yeah, you should see how such a little thing to you is such a huge deal to so many people that you guys have never cared about. And it's like, yeah, cover your mouth when you're... In fact, don't even use the
say
song.
it. Don't think it. Like, why are we... Like...
You don't need to do that. And so it's like, I think it taught a lot of young white people, especially, like, about race theory, like how to think about people. And, you know, some of it was performative. Like, I understand that. But I also think even now, younger black people and older black people have a standard where it can be like, oh yeah, we didn't forget about that from 6 years ago. You might have, but this is still my standard.
Yeah.
Don't bring that shit around me. Like, a microaggression is still racist. Like,
and like there should be consequences for your actions. Like, I can't stand when people, like, one, you're not black and you're forgiving someone who's did something in the past, and they're all like, well, they were 15, they were 17. No. I've never, like, I just, like, it's weird to me when we're sitting here and we're talking about it, and I'm like, when I was 15 and 17 and I can stand on this, you can bring the receipts out, pull out my Twitter. I wasn't casually racist. That's not a thing.
That's not
a thing that you should just go through.
So many people are.
Like,
and it's like, yeah, we knew about you, and you made us feel like we were crazy for thinking just because you didn't say the N-word with the hard R, which you probably were behind the scenes.
Like,
yeah, no, the whole, and what's her name? Unfortunately, Mamdani's wife.
Yeah.
She had a casual racism phase, and it's like, you lived in New York City.
Right.
You
like,
been with the people, but you weren't.
And, like, maybe it's because of my elementary school, because I will say that, like, I didn't go to a PWI elementary school. Like, it was middle school and high school for me. But, like, my elementary school, very diverse. Like, there was, like, a bunch of different races, ethnicities, like, religions. Like, I was never, like, in a little bubble of people that, like, I only knew. Like, every single person looked different from me.
Right.
So, like, I think that attributes to why I didn't have this phase that everyone's going through.
Because you learned to, like, have empathy and respect.
Yeah, like, I just, like, I sit here and I'm like, well, why would you want another human to feel bad anyway?
Right. It's
like, I just don't get it.
I agree.
Like,
and that's a good point about the diversity thing. I think you just... I think also like kids should have like this inherent sense of like love,
Yeah.
like, innocence. Some though, I'm starting to think like the racism is genetic. I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
We're getting into epigenetics here, but I just because like what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like why is this normalized? And I think they convince themselves that it's not a big deal, and it's because so I also went to a very diverse elementary school. High school was not. So my 7th and 8th grade and high school was like predominantly white. And I think that what I realized was like these people have literally never interacted with a black person.
Yeah.
All they know of black people are from
Media. And we don't have the best representation in media.
We don't. And it's actually insane and that's why they convince themselves that it's not a big deal, because it's like, well, this show is portraying them, or this comedian is making this joke.
Yeah.
I can make this joke too. Black people but it's like, you don't actually know. Like, that's just so baffling to me.
Yeah.
That, like, you've never had a friend?
Yeah, like, and that is genuinely, like, that is means for not wanting to be friends with you, because I'm not going to be your first.
I can't do it.
Someone has to do it. It will not be me.
Right. And growing up so I went to a predominantly white private boarding school. So I was stuck. And I had, I'm still friends with some of those people today, but I've had to cut a lot of them off because there were things that were normalized when I was in high school that aren't normal now. And I didn't have the resources like we're talking about to even stand up for myself, because no one would know, like the teachers wouldn't understand you, like, and then not to mention there were very few black women. Yeah. There were more black boys though.
And they're not your ally actually in these situations.
I'm so sorry. Black boys were your biggest
op
in high school. If you went to a BWI, I'm sorry. Y'all need to do better, because that was crazy.
No, it was trifling. It was really trifling, because
like, they just and that's a whole topic. We're not even talking about the movie.
No,
anymore,
we're not.
Anyway,
but like that's usually how this goes. But like no, genuinely, like, and they wonder why you get like a bunch of black girls not being with black men, but it's all like, you weren't our allies for so long. And that's the thing, talking as if you're like black men have to be allies to black women. You should just that shouldn't be a thing.
That should be a natural
we are both black.
Exactly.
That
shouldn't want to be white so bad. You forget, and it's like it goes to the whole like white people having a racist phase and then coming back and being like, well, no, I've grown and I've learned. Why can't we be friends? It's the same thing with black guys. When you're in high school, you were literally a bully, and now you've matured. Now we're in our 20s, and you're like, I do want to settle down with a black woman. No, because I knew how you were moving at 16. And I'm sorry, that's the whole point of the drama is like reformation and stuff. But you didn't reform. Yeah. You wanted your cake. And what is it? You wanted to eat it too. Like, I'm not fucking with you. I'm sorry.
And like, it's so much better now. But before, like, the way black women used to be treated, like, I've seen in real time it change. And like, they literally would, like, it wasn't even like, oh, they're not being friends with you. No, they're like being your main bully. Yeah, no, like they're literally dogging you. Yeah, and it's like
you want the approval of the white boy that badly, and they're actually like doing like a caricature of you. Yeah, like they are not going to be your friend once you graduate. Ever. And if they are, I'd be scared when I see the one black guy in the group of the preppy white. We're in the Northeast, so we have the preppy vibe. So that's real scary.
Yeah, like, no, it
shouldn't be in that environment. And I think though that there's from what I've seen, I have 2 younger siblings who are in middle school, and a lot of cousins who are in high school and stuff. And I think there's more of a standard of black love. Like I think for some reason the whole interracial dating thing was pushed for a while there in the past couple of years, but I think there's a lot of like we are allies and we are trying to stick together. Again, PWI, totally different story. I hope it is better. Yeah. But I think society as a whole, black society as a whole, is very much like, no, we can do this too.
Yeah, and like part of us not being together is like part of like them trying to like break up the black family and all that stuff, and it's all like yeah. But going back to the movie, while I was watching it, it just like reminded me, because they had been together for 2 years prior to when the movie starts, and so like being in a relationship is a gamble. Like I can't, because I've been talking about this a lot recently, because I've never been in a long-term relationship, but like,
Consider yourself lucky.
no, but like, what, like, I don't have any friends who I've been friends with like less than 5 years who I could like see myself being friends with forever. And that's what you have to do in like a relationship, basically, because like realistically, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've been dating my boyfriend for 7 years.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Like, I'm embarrassed.
Like,
right.
but like also,
like, are you my husband or not?
right? But like also, 5 years is not a lot of time to get to know someone.
It's really not.
Like,
and I think that like, yeah, well, because their whole relationship started out kind of funky. I didn't like the whole I'm gonna stage this thing to talk to you. Like, I get it could be cute, but I'm like really against that stuff.
Yeah, no, it was giving creepy.
It was giving like, I'm gonna stalk you.
Yeah.
So that also kind of shows like did he really want to know her? Because
Yeah.
had he wanted to actually get to know this girl, maybe things would have unfolded differently.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask about her ear? Did he ask about
He did, but she lied.
Oh,
she lied. She said she had been born like that.
Oh, okay.
Which, like, understandable. Because, like, what time frame in your relationship do you go?
Actually,
Well, actually, you could have said something about shooting guns.
I feel like it could have come up a few times, but it's like, how do you... Oh, you mean... Well, okay, because I'm thinking, like, in the beginning, he's probably asking, why are you deaf and what?
Yeah, and then
Is that
apparently...
something you share?
I don't...
Week 3 of knowing someone?
See, like, but that's the thing, though. I think part of the reason why she didn't share it is because of, like, when she got introduced to this group, she no longer saw guns as a thing. So, like, being all like, yeah, I used to shoot guns, but, like, knowing that you don't subscribe to that anymore, like, I really do think she did change. Like, I really do think that she is against guns.
Right.
Or, like, when she's in her 30s. So, like, I feel like maybe that's why she might have lied and been all like, oh, since birth. Because it is, like, it would be embarrassing if you don't like guns and you're all like, oh, yeah, I used to shoot them for fun. Because, like,
But she had an excuse because her dad was in the military.
Yeah.
So she could be like, my dad, I would... You know, like, it was so easy to make up a different lie.
Yeah, that's true.
That was closer to the truth than...
But I think she wanted to be
wouldn't have-
farther from the truth as possible. Like, I think she wanted to be all
That's
like, no guns for me.
Right.
I've never seen one of those in my life.
Right. I don't know what that is,
Like-
actually. I'm from the UK. But she probably was thinking, I'm taking that to the grave.
Yeah. And I didn't even like the question to begin with, because also when they were saying it, I was trying to think for myself, and I was like,
Yeah, what would I share in this situation?
yeah, like, I don't think like that, number one.
Right.
What's the worst thing I've ever done?
Right.
Like, hello.
Why are we dwelling on...
Right? But, like, also, like, he seemed like her fiance seemed like the most realistic, where he was like, I don't know. Like, maybe
Right.
I, like, littered. like, what? Like,
Right.
how do you even come up with that? But, like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Like, I if I had something like that, I'd probably take it to the grave, too. Because there's no normal way to bring that conversation up.
Right. And I feel like somebody, like, who does have emotional awareness, and Charlie should have had this, and I think maybe he eventually got there, like, you could understand why your significant other didn't want to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, in one hand, I'm like, I just said, you know, in the beginning of this, I said, I don't want to know your every thought. I can see myself being like, that's crazy, because I did ask what happened to your ear and you lied, and
Yes.
it's this, like, insane thing. Like, again, not gonna lie, I probably would have to rethink a few things, but at the same time, I would understand, like, yeah, like, I get why you wouldn't want to say that,
Yeah.
but also, yeah. Anyway.
No, one thing that got me, like, it was, like, got me cackling, but, like, when she, like, went into the room and he's, like, tying a shoe and she has a knife from cooking, and she looks at him and she was like, you thought I came in here to stab you? like, that got me, and then she then fake stabs him too. I'm like,
That was hilarious.
She's
like,
funny.
I loved that. Yeah, that was so
Like,
funny.
because, like, realistically, it's not a big deal to her anymore. Like, that was so long ago,
True,
and, like,
true.
again, there's nothing you can do in this situation.
Right.
There's no calling the cops, because that was so long ago.
So long ago.
Like,
I mean, the only thing he could have done was break up with her, but he was dragging his feet on that anyway.
and that's what got me so tight towards the end, because what she did to you, or mind you, she didn't do anything to you.
he cheated on her.
What?
I forgot about that. We need to cover that because that was crazy.
I literally saw that happen and I said, no, because you got multiple times. She asked you, do you want to marry me? You said yes. Oh, I still want to get married. This, that, and the third. Oh, I'm not calling off the wedding. Oh, please come to the wedding. And you cheated on her like that. Oh.
And then for what? Like, it wasn't even like...
Yeah.
It was cheat. Like, I would count it as cheating, but it wasn't even like real cheating. Like, you were
Yeah.
just doing it to do something. Like, what were you... Like, that was really silly. And that wasn't even like revenge, because what are you getting revenge on her for?
It wasn't revenge. And like also saying that at the wedding, like she's more forgiving than me. Because if you cheat on me after I told you a secret that I didn't even want to tell you, mind you,
right.
and then you had the audacity to tell everybody at our wedding, mind you, the person that you cheated on with is at our wedding.
Why was everyone and their mom at that wedding?
Like, oh, you're fucking dying.
Yeah,
oh, you're fucking dying.
He was wrong. He was really wrong for that. And then that was her pattern. Like the coworker, she's like, her worst thing was cheating.
Yeah.
And then for her to do it again was like, and she just like went with it. She was just like, okay.
And when she was telling her like her boyfriend or whatever, and she was like, oh, he came on to me, and like maybe I don't know, because your worst thing was cheating, and it did seem like she was there, and then like kind of, and I don't think he's her boss, so then it's like the dynamic. I'm all like, it kind of seemed like she wanted to, and then she gets upset afterwards. She was like, I can't believe he just, and she's like laughing about it afterwards, and I'm like, I don't know if she just said it, that he like assaulted her or harassed her just to say that, or if she actually felt that. Like, I wish that was a little bit more clear, because genuinely I thought that she, like, that was a cheating thing, and she literally was all like, yeah, let's get into it.
Right. It wasn't giving she didn't want it, I will say.
Like,
there was, when he, like, turned her around, and she was just like, okay, like, I'm ready.
Yeah. And then she seemed disappointed when it didn't happen.
Right. And she was shocked, I think. But then it was like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing it. You know what I mean? But I also think it speaks to like the morally gray theme of things, because some people would consider cheating like the worst thing you could do. I mean, it's a huge betrayal. I mean, maybe like killing someone is worse, but like it's a huge betrayal.
Yeah. No, I don't think I could come back from that.
No. And then like she was like, yeah, I cheated. But like clearly she didn't care.
Yeah.
She did it again. Right. So it's one thing to be like, I cheated and I really like reformed. But these people aren't reforming. That's, again, the whole thing is like Emma's the only one who truly reformed. I still have a little bit of a question mark on whether...
Yeah.
I mean, from her present day character, it was never giving suicidal or like, I want to kill people. So I would say that is the reformation. But I think the whole like, I'm joining this anti-gun violence group, I don't know if that was like enough. But there was so much in the movie that I feel like they could have dove into. They could have dove into more, but they didn't.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, like what she did, I know it's bad. Oh, and then I hated how Rachel brought up her cousin. Shut the fuck up.
No,
shut up.
Because the victimization is like,
you know my cousin was in a school shooting?
And that's now disabled, and you abuse the disabled person, so it's really your fault.
Like, oh my god, like I was all like, it sucks obviously for your cousin, but like that has nothing to do with her. She didn't carry it out.
Right.
Like,
what if my cousin was locked in a closet?
I have PTSD from that, Rachel.
Literally. Yes, and it's like she didn't do it, so
that too. Like,
taking out that same anger on Emma is like, I get it's triggering, but at the same time, you should be happy she didn't do it,
right?
If
like
your cousin was in
that's
that
my
situation.
thing. That like that's the biggest overarching thing for me, is that she never did it. She never actually did it, and I think that speaks to how. And, like, the reason she didn't do it was because of the other shooting that happened. Like, she saw the damage. And that's what I think is most, like, what happens with kids is because, like, why you see so many kids taking their own lives is because they're not understanding the gravity of what killing yourself is. It's not just, like, you get a break from this. Right. It's done. Right. That's a done deal. And I don't think that a lot of kids can process that information. So when, like... when she saw that, like, everybody's reaction to it, like, and, like, you see it in her flashbacks. Like, she cries during the, like, little thing because she's all like, I almost did this thing that almost ruined a bunch of people's lives.
Right.
Like, she sees what that had done. Like, I really do think she reformed way before the group, but also having the group made her not go on that path forever. Like, be all like, oh, my God, I'm a terrible person. She got her redemption, and I feel like because she didn't do it, I don't need Rachel's forgiveness, but like, like, right. Who are you? But like, also, like, I don't think, like, she didn't do anything to anyone versus Charlie, or is that his name, Charlie?
The boyfriend?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He cheated on her.
Yeah, he did.
Like, that's what you did.
Days before the wedding.
Cheated on her and ruined her wedding.
Right.
I can't.
And is that forgivable? No, I think you've convinced me. I think she did reform. I wasn't as convinced when I watched it, but I think you're right. Like, she was a child, and like, reform does look different when you're a kid. It really is just a split decision, like.
And that's like so young. Right. Like, I'm sorry, like, that's so young, and like, you make so many impulsive things. And yes, a lot of people live with those decisions for the rest of their life. Like, you
Right.
could make a very bad decision and live with it for the rest of your life.
Right.
But she got a second chance when that other shooting happened.
Right.
It's
She's
sad.
lucky, you know, and it's like,
But, like,
maybe
it saved someone's life.
right. No, you're totally right. And I think that's the thing. It's like, we are seeing her second chance.
Yeah.
In any other, you know, it could have been a different kid, a different circumstance. If that school shooting hadn't happened that day, we would have, and she probably would have eventually reformed, like to be who she is now.
Yeah.
But it would have been worse because she would have been locked up, you know. So, no, I think that's a very good point. Like, she got lucky in the sense that,
Yeah.
you know, she had a peaceful transition out of that, you know, mindset. But I as we're talking about this though, like, did Emma talk about how she reformed to the other people? I mean, I think she talked to Charlie about it because we saw the flashbacks and we saw, like, she did this thing, but like,
it was more like, it was like in flashbacks, but it was more like she gets approached by this guy and he's all like, oh, and like it was like she was being accepted. Like, I feel like they were doing or not doing too much, but like, she was an outcast. They were pushing her away. They're like bullying her. And then she's finally feeling accepted. Like, people actually want to be around her. They're all like, Emma should be the face of this movement.
Right.
And she's feeling like, well, these people like me. Like, I actually have friends.
right, I will do something good.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. They touch on it in the movie, but she had friends before moving from that school. Like, she had moved because of the military and then ended up at a school where she has no one.
Right.
And you need
I mean, that will take a toll on
and like, when I was that age, I will say, like, I was always all like, I don't really need friends, because I had shitty friends. So like, I was like, I don't really need friends. But growing up, like, you need people around you. Like, we are, like, humans are like social beings.
Yeah.
That's why, like, this is why we do all the things that we do. Like,
right.
We are social. So like, to not have to be forced to be antisocial.
Right.
Not even like she was an antisocial person herself, but she
couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
If she wanted to. That's true. That's a good point.
like,
That
I don't know.
acceptance is really important. And maybe that is, like we're saying, the root cause of things that people need to be talking about.
We need to pick up the anti-bullying campaigns more. Like,
I think
way
so,
more.
because we're
'Cause
failing the kids. I think.
I know damn well that if I had a child and like they're in like the first or second grade and I find out, because I saw a video last night and it broke my heart, but it was this kid and he had long hair, so like all the kids at school were calling him a girl, and he was like sobbing talking to his mom, and she's like, oh, I set up an appointment, you're getting a haircut tomorrow, and he just breaks down in tears and he's like, can we just do it now? Like, I need to do it now. And I'm like, if I had a child and I find out people at school are, I'm going to the school, I'm yelling at everybody, because why are you not protecting my child? There should be no reason why it's all like, oh, let kids be kids. No, there's a kid, like, bullying's not natural. I don't think that's innate. I don't think that's a normal trait to have.
Right. And
like,
these kids are on TikTok at the age of 6.
Like,
and that's why they're doing that. And I mean, like, whatever. Bullying was a thing even before TikTok.
Yes.
Like, why aren't we stepping in to protect the kids? Because like you said, I'm going to the school. I'll do that for my siblings.
Yeah.
I'm literally pulling up to the principal's office.
Because why is my kid getting bullied? And I know that you can see this shit. There's no way you're not seeing anything.
Right.
If my kid's sobbing at home.
You don't care.
Like,
I mean, right. Like, you have to care. And I think teachers already do a lot. So I get it.
Yes.
Some of them aren't doing shit, though. So I think the best we can do is teach kids to be kind.
And like, I really do think that like, and this is why I'm not a teacher. This is why I did not go to school for teaching. But like, these are future adults. And I feel like we don't treat like moving up in the world like that. Like, the reason for school and why you're mandated to go and why it's like 6 hours is because we're raising the future like people.
Right, yeah.
Like, you cannot be like lazy about that. You cannot be half-assing that or bad at it. You have to be good at it. And it's not just like the stuff that you're teaching, like, it's not just the material. You have to teach them how to be a human.
Right.
Like, that's on the parents, that's on the teachers, that's on the school system. And like, it's really scary to see like a society where we have a president that's actively attacking these systems.
Right.
For his own gain, which again, you're gonna die soon. Like, what are we talking about?
Right,
like, I can't.
What more do you want
like,
from this world? You are the richest man.
And you're gonna die. Like, you're the
you're
closest thing to
leaving
death. Like,
Right.
I'm sorry. What are we talking about? Like, I don't get it. Like,
No, like, you're actually being unserious. is.
Like, you're on, like, death is on your doorstep. Like, hello? Like,
any day now, the call is coming.
and you're not gonna reap the benefits of this money when you're dead. It's gone.
Right, and then
when you die, that's it.
Yeah. And I think, too, back to the conversation about protecting the children, let's talk about how she had access to the guns. That's a big problem, is why do these kids have access to these military weapons? That's not right. And would Emma's outlet for this sadness and loneliness had been different if her dad wasn't in the military?
Yeah.
Because where would a 15-year-old have acquired a gun? Right.
And you know what? I was always thinking about that when I was younger too. Like, I would always see people getting bullied and knowing damn well that they had access to guns, and I was like,
yeah, I'm being nice to the kid.
Like, no, like, genuinely, I was like making it strategically. I was like, guys, I don't know, like, I don't know why we're doing this, because like I feel like it's common knowledge that this person's parents in the military, and I don't know what's going on at their home.
Let's be smart here.
Like,
right? No, I mean, that's a good point. So. You were for the people. Mary Jo for president.
No, because I was genuinely like,
right.
Like, I'm not for bullying at all, but you're picking the wrong.
Yeah, you're picking the wrong person. Like, pick somebody else, please.
Like,
forgot. Oh Lord.
No, but like, I think it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
I loved the editing. I wanted to say that.
Yes.
The editing was so good.
Like, I genuinely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say, when they flashed to the scene of everyone like at the wedding shot, and like that scared the hell out of me. I was like, ooh, because at that point I was like, are they really gonna like show this thing that happens? Soon I was like, okay, they're not gonna do it. But like that was like, oh, in the movie theater, I don't know about that one. That's trauma.
That's also like, I do like watching movies, and I like, to a certain extent, like, I'm not a hater of like, oh, movie theater etiquette is dying or whatever. Like, I hear a lot of that being thrown around, and I'm like, I'm okay with like a little chuckle or two, or like we're laughing. I don't like full on sentences while I'm watching movies. I hate when I can hear someone's thoughts, because it's all like, oh no.
I mean, like people talking to you or talking around you.
Yeah, just talking around you and being like, oh my god, girl, don't go in there.
Oh,
bitch.
Why are we narrating the movie? We can like, we're both watching.
Come on. But I will say that certain movies, if I know that they're going to be a certain way, I won't go. Because, like, I am terrified of being in, like, some, like, dark theater.
Yeah.
Not knowing what, like,
what could happen.
Yeah.
That was, like, the one time I was like, okay. Like, I think about it every time I'm in the theater, but this was, like... And then the pop with the DJ thing. Yo. People were scared.
Okay, I laughed. I did laugh, but it's also like,
funny.
That happens a lot. Like, I remember that happened to us in high school. We were in math class, and I think a car, like, backfired or whatever. Like, I think old cars used to do it or something.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a gunshot, and all of us froze. Like, he stopped the lesson. We all froze. And then he, like, we sat there for, like, maybe 5 seconds of just complete silence. Like, you could hear, like, a pin fucking drop.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And then he goes, guys, I think it was just a car backfiring. And he was like, it was something that cars used to do. And he was trying to, like, calm us down, but, like, you could feel the tension in the room. Like, we were all like, are we next?
Right. Like, this is the end.
Like, it was, like...
That's so scary.
Yeah, no. But, like, it was, like, funny because he's over here being, like, a nuisance.
Right.
And, like, we're talking about guns, and this, like...
Oh, God, that's terrifying. Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, but, like I said, the editing was great.
Yeah.
And I think it had people on their toes.
Yeah.
I think it accomplished maybe what the goal was. For
Yeah.
To talk about it.
And I will say that I think that the conversations that came out of it were majorly productive. I did see a few people who were, like, on Rachel's side.
What?
Yeah, or, like, they were all like, this is a big deal. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't.
And you know who they were, too.
Yeah.
That is so... And that, right, so they missed the point.
Yeah, they missed the point. And that's, like...
Rachel's character.
That's my problem. I'm always saying it, but, like, 20% of Americans are illiterate, and that does not just mean reading.
Right.
Like...
Right. Let's go back to media
comprehension.
Studies.
Like, you need to understand things. If someone's talking to you and you're not understanding it, like, you...
Open the schools around.
Like, no, really, open the schools. Because, like...
For everyone.
Too many half days, guys.
Right.
Like,
Right.
We need to bring back full days. Like, can't do this no more.
Remote learning did a number on it.
Yeah. Too big.
Yeah, I think... Oh, the last thing I want to say about Rachel, she had the nerve to get upset that Emma replaced her on the marketing thing. That pissed me clean off because you're not responding to her calls.
Or the other person's calls.
Or the other person's calls. So you know we're trying to contact you. You have a job to do.
And a deadline.
You're getting replaced. What what did you think was going to happen?
And like acting like that was solely Emma. Like that never seemed in like malintent to me when she was replacing her. Like it kind of seemed like they were trying to play it like, oh, she's scared that like she's gonna say something, so let's replace her. No, but like dead ass, why aren't you answering?
No, literally. And if this is a big enough deal to you, and that's why you're not answering, fine. Like let it be. Like it. Emma was like, okay, like she almost was like, I get it. Like let me just find somebody else. You know what I mean? But then Rachel was upset. That really made me upset because she's a victim. Basically, she's the victim.
No, and
every time.
Rachel's face just irked me every time I saw her. Like I was like,
that poor actress.
Yeah.
I hope she has other projects where she's not the villain.
Yeah.
But she did a good villain.
Yeah. And then she irritated the fuck out of me.
She did, and I never want to see her.
Yeah. Like from the start to the end, every time she spoke, I said, "Shut up."
Right. Just get off my screen. What was the racist thing she said to the husband? I don't remember. It was something so like microaggressive, and I was like, of course.
It might have been when they were talking in like at her job with Charlie, and he was trying to convince him, and she said something weird and passive aggressive to him to the side, and she just kept on walking him like a dog. Like, bitch, stand up.
And I hope they got divorced after.
Really? It's like, I mean, I'm not saying that her boyfriend or her husband was like a saint, but like, girl, you're annoying.
She was far more annoying than he was.
Like,
I mean, he was a bitch, but
yeah, but
two sides of the same coin, I guess.
Emma's the only redeemable character in that movie because she actually reformed.
She did. She changed, and
the rest of you are bums.
She was so patient with everyone while, right? They are bums.
Like
she was so patient with people while they navigated this thing with her.
Yeah,
and was kind of like mirroring how she felt. When in her youth, she was alone in the entire thing.
Yeah.
She couldn't talk to anyone about it because how do you talk to... Well, she said she went to therapy.
No, she didn't go to therapy.
She didn't go to...
And he tried to blame... Yeah, he was trying to blame it on, like, oh, maybe that's why. Because he wanted, like, another reason than just you thought of this.
Yeah.
But, like, I truly do believe, like, there's so many people in the world, and especially in America, with the amount of school shootings we have going on, there's no way more people aren't thinking of doing them.
Right.
Like, the stuff that we're seeing, like, what is it, like, 100 happen a day or something like that? Like,
oh, I didn't know all that.
Like, there's too many that are happening that you have to think that you have to times it by, like, 100 of people thinking about it.
Right, exactly. Like, oh, God, and thank God not any more people... do it, but
so too many. Ugh.
So do we think Zendaya was right in taking this role?
Oh, I really don't, because like I think it worked well. I think it didn't necessarily touch too much on race, but I do think that dynamic did have something to play with like everything. Like I feel like that was really intentional.
I agree,
and I would love to hear like the writer, the director's thoughts on that. But
I feel like he hasn't really commented on it. I think he's gotten a lot of backlash.
Really?
But also, like I said, I think the film is doing what it needs to do.
Yeah.
People are talking about it. People are...
And it's something that needs to be talked about.
Right. And Zendaya's a very smart woman. Like, she wouldn't... She's an actress that I trust that will obviously think through things.
Yeah.
And, like, not put some piece of media out there just for the sake of having it, you know?
Right.
Like, I feel like there is... meaning behind it, obviously, gun violence, but it's meant for good, it's meant for entertainment, and if that's all that it is, then that's all that it is. But
I think this is where we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
This
was fun.
No, it was
very good discussion.
I mean, it's something that needs to be talked about.
Yes,
obviously.
It does. And there's so many thoughts. It just goes into so many different...
Yeah, and I hope that this episode sparks more conversations.
Yes.
I would love to hear your thoughts.
Me too.
You can follow the podcast at Sidetrack'd Podcast on Instagram or TikTok, and you can follow me at Mary Jo Jessica, at maryjo.jessica on TikTok, at maryjo.jessica on Instagram. You have deleted your socials, but
sorry guys. My Instagram, well, I don't want to put my full government name out there, so you know what? Mary Jo will tag me.
Yeah.
If you see it, go ahead and give me a follow.
Yep. And I will talk to you later. Bye. Oh, it's fun. Nah, but
Deal.
it genuinely like